back to my channel. My name is Nabila Milicia, for those of you who do not know me. Today I am back with a set of alterations. This is a jumpsuit that goes kind of like over the neck and then the back is out. Um, it has an elastic band right here in the back, but as you can tell, it is super stretchy. Super stretchy, and so it's a little bit too big for my client. So she asked me to basically replace the elastic band. At first I was thinking, to open up the center part and just pulling that elastic band, sewing over it to shorten it basically. But I thought, you know what, maybe the entire band is stretched out too much, so maybe I'll just replace the entire thing, which is what I'm going to do today with you guys. This is the elastic that I have. It is, I think, a 1/4 inch, and it's black, obviously. Obviously, I have a white one, so I was going between the white and the black one, but I decided this one is super stretchy too, so I have to make sure that the amount we have on the other one is maybe 3 inches shorter. Like when I cut this, cut it 3 inches shorter than what we already have, so that, we're not redoing it, but it's not making a difference kind of thing. Sorry guys, my nose is itching me. So I'm going to start by making a hole and open up the part that has been sewn basically. Okay, and this is the elastic that was placed in here. They used white. Part of me is like, maybe I should use white too. It doesn't really matter, honestly. This one is a slight bit wider though than the one that I have. That looks more like a 3/4 rather than what I have, but I guess the thickness or the width doesn't matter too much. I mean, this is what I have, so we're gonna have to do with what I have anyway. So my idea is to open up this side right here, then cut it, and now I'm also going to open up this side and cut that too, so that I can pull out from one side the elastic, and it just will be, I feel like there's stuff all on my face. Like, that's one thing about fabrics. Like, I always feel like certain fabrics will just make me feel like stuff is crawling on my face, which is why I always try to wash fabrics when I use them for the first time. Like when I buy fabrics from the fabric store, I always wash them before really making something. But when I'm doing alterations, I can't really do that. Okay, so now I have this side open as well. And again, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to cut where it was attached just a little bit more so we can get as much of the elastic band removed as possible. Where are my scissors? My scissors are right here. Okay, so I'm going to snip this. Hold on. I'm trying to get you guys. Hello there. I'm trying to get you guys to see as much as possible. Okay, and then there's a small piece left. Okay. Somebody says, I need you to say skibidi would make my day. Well, there I said it. All right, and then I have this other side, so I'm going to pull all of the elastic out. Hi, Mackenzie Rife. I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much. All right, now I have this last piece, so I'm going to cut that off as well. And here, I'm just trying to get you guys. Cool. So this is what we have, and it's super stretchy. So I think I want to do it where it's 2 inches shorter at least. But let's measure first how long this piece is. I guess measuring it doesn't really matter because I could just use it as a guide. Sorry guys, there's a lot happening here. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that a lot. Ooh. Hi Osachuko, how are you? I am doing alterations to a jumpsuit. We're replacing the elastic band that was originally placed in it because it is too loose for my client. I know it's been a long time since my last video. This is 13 inches and a quarter. Hello everybody. So this is 13 and a quarter, meaning that I want to bring it at least to 11 inches, but possibly to 10 because of how stretchy it is. So let's see here. I don't want it to be too tight on her either. Right here is 10 inches. This is 10 inches long, and let's see. And it stretches by quite a bit. So I'm thinking, let's do maybe 10 and a half. So I'm just gonna guesstimate this and cut that. You missed my videos. I actually just edited a video, and I was like, while it's, you know, updating, well, not updating, while it's, what is it, kind of like downloading before I could upload it, I'll just get on a live. So once I'm done with this, I might still be on live and then like finish uploading it to YouTube so you'll see it. Okay, so I'm going to insert that in here. At first I was gonna just start sewing it directly, but let's just do that first. I mean, like I'm thinking, I'm halfway talking, halfway thinking. I'm going to pin it on first and feed it through. And the reason why is because I want to do a test before really like sewing it on and then it's not correct, right? So this is a trick that my mom taught me. I got one side pinned to the garment on the inside of where it's supposed to be, right? So my pin is on top, but the elastic is through it. And then I'm going to put a safety pin through the other end. Now I'm going through this hole right here, and I'm pushing my safety pin through, and then I can pull the safety pin and push it and tug it kind of like this. So I'm pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling to feed the elastic band all the way through. And this is something that you kind of gotta be patient with. You gotta like you know, push and pull and push and pull until you're literally on the opposite end. Thank you, Sally. I hope you're doing good. And you're like, okay. And this goes for everything that you kind of, you know, have an elastic band or a rope that you're feeding through something, through a garment. You could use this technique and it can, like, you know, help you with whatever. I guess. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I am. and then you kind of like smooth it. And as you can tell, you can't, this is the only piece that's left. So I'm gonna continue pushing and pulling until I reach the other end. Yeah. Thank you. And we are almost at the end. And you kind of like, okay, so now we're at the opposite end. And you could just continue like the gathers. So now that I'm here, this is a good amount. So when I look at it, this is gonna be nice and snug on her back versus, you know, how loose it was. And we still have enough give. Like, let's say she needs to put it on and pull it over, like her lower half. It won't be tight on her, like it still, you know, does that. So now that I have done this, I'm going to push it down some, the gathers, so that I have nothing fighting me as I am sewing it. Hi C-Dot, how are you? Okay, so I'm taking this pin off and I'm going to lay this flat against the side seam. And then I'm going to pin it so that it stays in place as I sew down on it. And this is the old seam. Now these have been sewn with white thread, so I'm going to thread my machine with white. I currently have burgundy in here. I'm taking that out. Where is my white? I found a white spool right here on my table. And I'm going to also move you guys over some so you can see what I'm doing, but I want to have myself in it a little bit so you can kind of see me and the machine. Oh wow, if it lasts that short, then the quality isn't the greatest. Let's see, I am wanting to know where I left. Oh, right here. Okay, I found my white thread. Okay, so where we at with it? Okay, I'm going to sew down. Like originally it was literally sewn like straight horizontally, but I'm gonna go vertically because I want it to be more secure, as my elastic band is far smaller and thinner than the one that was originally in here. So for security purposes, we're going downward on it. Okay, I reached the end, so I'm going back opposite direction, and now coming down once again. Oh no, I'm not sure what was happening with my machine, but I'm going to actually redo those stitches because it's not a clean line. The thread is bunching up. I'm not sure for what reason. So I'm snipping to take that out and redo it. Like, I'll show you guys. It's bunching so much. I'm like, what happened here? It's supposed to be a nice clean line. Thank you so much, Osachukwu, for saying that. I appreciate that. No, I am doing a jumpsuit, but I am redoing the elastic band that is basically at the lower back. I'll show it to you guys in a second. Okay, let's see. I'm going to straighten out my pin. Okay, so I took out the thread and I'm going to redo it. And I'm going to now remove the pin and then backstitch again. Let's see. That is far better. Okay, so I did 3 okay, so let me pause right here. Okay, so this is a jumpsuit. This is the front right here, and this part goes over the neck, behind the neck. So basically this part is behind the neck, and then you have this at the front, the buttons and the pants to it, right? So now the back, this is what the back looks like. So this will be, her neck will be right here, and then this is her back. So this is at her, kind of like right here. Imagine that. So it has an elastic band in it, and let's see, where's the old one? What did I do with it? Oh, right here. Okay, this band was on the inside of this part, and at the beginning of the video I showed you guys where I took this one out. I cut it on both ends, and then I used this black elastic to replace this one. So we got now this black one in there, because let me show you the old one. This one was way too stretchy. Look, way too stretchy. It's like this small piece, it stretches all the way down like that. So she didn't feel like it was secure. It was way too loose on her back. which is why she asked me to replace it. And so now I have a black one in here. Look, this is the black one that I have in here now, and it stretches still so she can like get in and out of it, but it's far looser. I mean, it's far tighter than the one that was in here originally. So that's what I mean by we're putting an elastic band in here. I have sewn this part right here to secure it, but I want to do another set of stitches just to make sure that, you know, it's not going to come loose at all. And I'm also going to clean up the stitches that I've taken out earlier, so that is clean. I hope that made sense. Now I'm going to turn you guys back around a little bit. Sorry for all the shaking. So sorry. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do it next to it, to the left. I was going to do it more like a little bit closer to the right seam, but I feel like, what should I do? Nah, I'm gonna do it to the left, to the right, sorry. Okay. Thank you so much. I think so too. Part of me still wants to pull it a little bit tighter though, just to be very sure. And so I did like a double stitch right there. And then while we're here on this side, I'm going to smooth it some. You know what? I am going to put a pin on here, a safety pin that is, on this side. So this is the other end that I'm going to sew down in a little bit. But as you can see, this part is bunching up because the elastic is pulling it, and I want to get it back relaxed. So therefore, I put a pin on here so I cannot lose my end on the inside, and put the pin through the hole again. Pull this so it's smooth. Okay, now I am tucking the elastic band underneath the fabric so that it's nice and flat. Let's make sure. I feel like it's curling up over here. What is it doing? Okay, I'm pulling it. Cool, it is now super flat. And so I'm going to put one pin down. And now I'm going to resume from these stitches that we took out earlier to close up this hole where we inserted the elastic. And it starts kind of like right here. So I'm cutting that off. And now we can resume it, okay? I always sew a little bit and then I back stitch, and the back stitches will basically secure where I started and it will prevent it from coming undone. And then at the end I will also back stitch to prevent the end from coming undone. Perfect. Okay, and here we have it. There is a difference, and of course this is going to be a little bit darker because this is back stitched, but that's okay. And then my thread is slightly whiter, like brighter in color than this one is, but again, nobody's gonna look that up close to her and say, oh ma'am, you know what I mean? So we're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side, but before I do that, I'm going to fill in here and try to find, okay, there it is. The pin is right here. Yes, the back stitch always secures the job. So now I'm going to push my pin again and pull until I find it on the opposite side. Okay, we have it out again. So I am pushing it down so that the top part is as smooth as possible for when I'm going to sew it. I am low-key thinking to make it a slight bit tighter. Let's see. The old one is this one, so I'm wanting to compare it. Yeah, this is definitely, look at the difference. I'm trying to hold this tighter. It's kind of hanging, but you see, right? I'm gonna pull it just a slight bit. And I think I'm gonna snip that extra ½ inch that I put in here. Just so we know for sure that it is snug. I'm pushing it into the side seam a little bit. I'm wanting to make sure it's all the way in the side seam, but it's okay. Let me pin it just to hold it for a second, and then I want to remove some of the stitches. No, I'm not inserting another one. The reason why I had to push it and pull it again is because when I was sewing the other end that we just finished, I ended up letting the elastic loose on the inside so that it was smooth for me to sew it. So I had first pinned it on this side and then pinned it on the other side, right? But in order to access, you see how this is like bunching up and curling up? In order for it not to do that while sewing, I had to release this side and therefore had the pin on the, it was like in the middle. And then, you know, now I had to push and pull it back to come back to this side so we can work on this side. I hope that makes sense. It was more so just to make my job easier on the other side. Like it's gonna be, you know, a little bit more difficult to do this side. But I have like I'd rather have one side difficult than both sides difficult. I hope you get me. And right now I'm just cleaning up the old stitches and removing like excess thread from it. All right. Now I can, hey. I'm glad you understand. And I'm feeling where the elastic ends so that I can sew it properly. It's so hard to feel this side. Okay, let me just move it over some. Cool, we got it in, which means we can sew it. Removing my pin. Since it's like elastic and I'm back stitching, the pin is only going to move with it, which will basically hinder me. Okay. And now I'm going to sew next to it. Okay, we got that. Ugh, all this thread is bunching. I'm just cutting off all the excess thread. No, I have to do it again. I lost it. So I guess I accidentally pulled out the thread, the elastic. Oh my goodness. Ah! Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry you had a bad experience with it. Thank you for sharing. I guess it's a bad habit. Okay, now you're here. Ah, this is gonna be so hard. No. So I have to figure out how to get the elastic because I lost it halfway through as I was sewing it. It didn't like when I removed the what you call it. So right now I'm using my pin to push it. So it's going little by little. But part of me is like, should I just maybe open the entire thing? I'm wondering if I should, because this might just take so much more time than doing that. Oh, this was supposed to be a quick thing, guys. It was supposed to be a quick alteration. I just literally lost it as I was sewing it down. Let's see. This is where it's at. I have it right here. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to. It is working, but just not fast enough. Ah. He said, once I was always doing that back when I was a teenager, taking lessons for the first time and practicing at home with my own clothes. I swallowed. Swallowed a short needle. Oh my goodness. Ah, that is horrible. So then what happened? You had to get operations or something? That sounds awful. Okay, I'm gonna use my pin again. Oh my gosh. Oh, I cannot even imagine. So how come you didn't go to the hospital? Well, we praise God for his miracle first and foremost. But, ooh. Yeah, I feel you on that. That is good though, that you had that kind of belief. Whew. Wait a second, don't tell me I lost it again. Ah! Wait, is it right here? Okay. Yeah, so I lost it, remember? After I sewed the piece down the side, it actually like didn't touch the elastic, it moved as I was sewing. So then this time I didn't even have a safety pin in there, so I have to like push it with a straight pin. So it was involuntarily that I'm starting over. And I was saying like I can open up the entire thing and just like pull it through that way. But that would be like, I don't know if that would be quicker than what I'm doing, but wait a second. Yeah. Let's see. I should use a longer pin. That will help more. Okay. We're moving up again. I just need to move it. I do have a magnet for my needles, but I also have like a sponge that I put them in. Okay. This is a bulky part, so I'm praying that it goes through this part smoothly. Part of me is like, why don't I just start over all the way from the beginning? But God will help me. I feel it pushing. Ouch. Yeah, I'll pick them all up when I'm done. Trust me, I have them everywhere. But I don't walk barefoot though. I have Crocs that I'm wearing in my house. I have my house shoes. Thank you. You're so sweet. Guys, I feel like this is taking too long. I'm just gonna undo all these stitches and just feed it through that way. Because, yeah, I think that'll be far quicker. It was supposed to be a super quick alteration and then I lost it. Yeah. I have patience, but I'm not gonna keep trying. Okay. So that's basically what happens when, well, I wouldn't say that, no, because I was feeding it through and I pinned it in place. It's just that when I was sewing it, I guess the needle shifted too much and then it came undone. So we're just going to do it all, and that way the thread will be uniform anyway. It'll be all the same, exact same color white. So I'm just snipping this apart right now. I appreciate you so much. Yeah. No, I'm very careful. I don't have carpet, I have hardwood. So I'll see exactly where they fell and I always pick them up. Not right away, but I always pick them up. So I'll be okay. Okay, well, I found it. I wonder if I should go all the way down then. What y'all think? Should I go? I found where it's at. It was like halfway to the back. Should I commit to all the way? What is it? I think I will commit to undoing it all the way and re-sewing it. But before I do anything else, I'm going to sew this piece down so that we don't lose it again. Well, actually, I should go horizontally. Okay, let's do that. Turning you guys back around. And we're going to sew down and backstitch. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that it is caught this time. Yep, okay. Y'all see that? And then I'm going to sew next to these stitches one more time for extra security purposes. No, I don't have to start all over again. We just did it. And I'm cleaning up my thread. Oh my, sorry. I'm so sleepy now. But I'm low-key glad that this is a live video, because if it wasn't, y'all would have not seen the bloopers. You know what I mean? Like, I am good at what I do, but I also still make mistakes. I'm not saying that this was necessarily a mistake. It was, yeah, it was in a sense a mistake, but I thought that everything I had done was in place for it. Yeah, true. It's in a sense loss of time, but I'm not in a hurry. She gave me this jumpsuit a long time ago, but I had told her that I was traveling and I had all kinds of stuff going on, you know? So she was like, this is no rush. You just get it done when you get it done. And then I also forgot about it in a sense. And then yesterday I was like, you know what? I'm working on that tomorrow. And that was my goal for today, this one and another one, but honestly, I don't think I'm gonna do the other one tonight because I'm already feeling sleepy. This one took much longer than expected. So I'll keep that one for tomorrow. And I'm also not on a time clock. I'm doing this on my own time. Okay, cool. So now that we have that done, I'm just going to clean here up and remove like the excess thread. Okay, cool. We did that. Let's sew this down now. Let me pull it some. Okay, it won't move. Okay, that side is secure also. So I'm going to put a couple pins in the line where we're supposed to sew, and I'm going to do it exactly where it was before. Let's see. Need some more pins. And then I'm trying to figure out where the center is because we have this label. I'm gonna just put it down next to this. Where did it go to? Did it fall? Okay. The tag came out, so I'm going to insert that part again. so it doesn't look like we did anything to it. That's always the goal when it comes to alterations. Make it look like it came straight off the rack, just like that, or better. Okay, so I'm going to start with this part and then I'll continue with he said, okay, you are safe. If not, back in the day I would have fired you and asked you to apply again. Nah. Look, this is my pin cushion. And it's so cool. It's like a hoop. Like an embroidery hoop. Hold on. I'm trying to show y'all. It has this little embroidery hoop thing where you like tighten it. I think my friend gave this to me years ago. And I wasn't using it until recently. I was cleaning up my rack and then I found it. And I was like, oh, you know what? I have all these random pins. Oh, like I'm gonna have to pull this really hard. Cool. Alright, I'm going to remove my pins now so that the elastic can kind of maneuver through. Because now we're at the part where it is actually to the end of it. And so I am going to pull it. Oh wait, I have one more pin. Okay, so now I'm going to pull it all the way so that it can relax on this side, because that will allow me to sew this while it's laying flat. I'm gonna put my foot back down. Okay. And again, I'm going to pull it some more so it can relax towards this end. Right. Alright, we are almost to the end. And again, I'm going to keep pulling. There's some thread in my way over here, so I'm going to snip that. Cool. My bobbin ran out! And I wanted it to be one big smooth line. Ay, 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 caramba, Dios mío. I mean, it's not a bad thing that it's not one line, you know what I mean? But I just always love when it is. Okay. Let's just fill it up. My bobbin ran out. Got a full spool now. And going to rethread this. Okay. Cool. We can continue. And I'm back stitching. And we're doing it. Yep, we're doing it, guys. I'm going to pull, pull, pull. Again, I hope you guys can really see what I'm doing. Let me lift this up some. And I'm going to tilt it. Oops. Oh, it's scooted over. I don't know why I did that, but this is the line I want to be on. Okay. Pulling. And again, the reason why I'm pulling it is so that it could be relaxed and not gathered. We are to the last bit. I'm going to pull just a tad bit more. What is it? That one is bunched up. Alright. And this part I am stretching. And we did it! Okay. This is what it looks like. And this is where we backstitched at, so I'm removing excess thread. Oops, thread on my face. Okay, so now this is it. Oh, beans. We did it, guys. So this is the jumpsuit. And this is how the back looks now. It's nice and tight. Cool. I am happy. What am I gonna do now? I am going to hang it up, lint roll it, and then, oh my goodness, I have thread everywhere. Come out. Okay, there it is. We can steam it together. So I'm going to take you guys with me. Hold on a second. Oops. This is where we will be. I'm going to lift you guys up some. Let me see. Maybe a little higher. Okay. Right there. So we can be right here, and I am going to first hang it up on this. I need to purchase some new hangers. I usually buy hangers from Walmart for my clients, and I need to do that again because now I'm actually giving them away, my hangers that I use in my closet. So I'm going to lint roll it, like get all the excess thread off of it. Uh-oh. I'm gonna do the same thing for me, just in case I accidentally lean on it. I'm not putting my thread on it. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's steam it. I feel like I have all these little threads on my face. Let's steam it. We are starting with the back. Now the front. Okay. That is it. I'm going to leave it here so that it can like dry up a little bit from the steam. And then I'm going to bag it in a garment bag. I don't like to do it right after steaming because I don't want the dampness to then start smelling up or whatever. I don't know how that works, but in my mind it doesn't work well. So, one second, guys. See, I have to get my garment bag, so I'll leave it right here for when I'm thinking that it's completely dry. It's not like wet, but you know, it might be a little damp. So that's that. I'm going to now make something to eat, upload my video to YouTube so you guys have another video to watch that is not a live video, because I feel like lately I've been doing more live videos than actual footage, which I have so many videos that I just have to go and sit there and edit. So bear with me on that, but I do want to thank you guys for being here with me today and watching all my bloopers on this jumpsuit and still rocking. I mean, hey, you know, but thank you guys. Nabila, my lady, do you know the way you executively handle each piece of garment? I will recommend you to the White House. Thank you so much. And you know what's amazing? I have done alterations for somebody who went to the White House, and it was so amazing. I think I did 2 times. Baby. That's so amazing. Thank you so much. I love that. So I'm going to make me some dinner, and I'm thinking about some ramen. So I'm gonna make me some ramen right now, and then after that I'm meeting up with my neighbor. So I have 45 minutes to make it, eat it, meet her up. Yeah. It is so gloomy outside, but we're gonna go chill at the fireplace and just have some girl talk. Catching up with her. I haven't seen her, I don't know, since I feel like I met her. I met her about a year or so ago, and then we were supposed to go to the gym. We texted each other and never made it there, but tonight we're gonna just hang out a little bit. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your evening. Thank you once again so much for hanging out over here with me and doing this together. I always appreciate it when you guys chill with me. It's really awesome. All right, I will see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.